Pulse 95. Between local lines, notes from the Emirate.
Notes from the Emirate indeed, and looking forward to this discussion. So if you love Sharjah, if you know photography, if you're a big fan of all things capturing pictures and taking part in events, we've got a Sharjah-born photographer with us, chosen amongst a few to showcase their own gallery. Majid Al Bastaki, very good morning and welcome to Pulse 95.
Hello, good morning.
Well, good to have you in the studios with us. Talk to us about your gallery. When people, if they've missed out, they've really missed out. What can they see at the gallery? Because there's only one more day left of the exposure. So what are things that they can find in your personal gallery?
Okay, this is Majid Al Bastaki. I am an architecture student and a photographer. So I was selected from Exposure among the best 70 photographers worldwide, and to have my own gallery at Exposure. So my gallery is about Sharjah 50 Golden Years, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the ruler of Sharjah, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasmi. So what I wanted to do is to do something different for this celebration, yani. So my gallery is about Sharjah before and after. All of the old images are taken 30, 40, 50 years ago, and the new images are in 2021. So I wanted to show the visitors how Sharjah developed in the past 50 years, how the ruler of Sharjah kept the culture, kept the history of his city, and with that he improved the city.
When did you start liking photography? When did the love for photography start for you? At what age? And what sparked it?
Yeah, I started photography when I was 12. It was like a hobby. I saw all of my friends having their own cameras.
Yeah.
You know, when everyone travels, they take their cameras. So I started as hobby, and when I entered the university, I've studied an architecture. So when I've studied architecture, I was more interested in architectural photography. I was looking at Sharjah's building, the governmental buildings, this Islamic architecture we have in Sharjah. So this made me curious more about the photography here in Sharjah, to take photos of Sharjah. So I started taking photos in Sharjah and to show the beautiful places that we have in Sharjah.
Like what? What are your favorite landmarks that you can take pictures of?
My favorite building in Sharjah is the Central Souq. I really love the Central Souq, you know. And most of the building in Khalid Lagoon, like the Noor Island, Masjid Al-Noor, Al-Majaz, you know, we have a lot of places, beautiful places here in Sharjah.
Yeah, and can you talk to us as well about do buildings tell a story to you? When you look at a building, like I want to see what it's like thinking like an architect. When you see those beautiful buildings, what's that like?
Yeah, when I started photography, I didn't give the buildings the importance. You know, it likes any building. I don't focus on the details. But now when I've studied architecture, I really focus on the details. When I take the photos, I really try to have the photo aligned to
dimensions.
The dimensions. I focus on the lines of the building. I try to understand what did the architect want to show the people. I try to understand his idea behind this building. So I really focus. Even sometimes when I take photos, I try to study the place before I come to this location. I see where is the sun direction, how the shadow will look, how the shadows will look like on the building. So if imagine a building without any shadows, you won't focus on the small details. So with the shadows, it helps you to focus on the details of the building.
I'd like to know a little bit more about when you were growing up in Sharjah, how was life like, in terms of seeing the old streets? I know Aruba Street and all these places were the popular hangout spots. Which areas have you grown up in Sharjah and really fell in love with?
Yeah, I'm not that old actually. Maybe my father lived, but I'm not that old. I grew up as ever. I'm 20 years old. Actually.
Okay.
So when I grew up, we had this culture touch in the ruler يعني the ruler يعني
influenced us, isn't it?
influenced
And
us,
embedded.
influenced our families, influenced us to stay with the culture.
Yeah.
We all go hang out together. We have a lot of friends here in Sharjah. Maybe Sharjah people, most of Sharjah people, they know each other.
Yeah.
So that's يعني what the ruler tried to do. يعني he always tried to. He wants all Sharjah people to know each other. So يعني alhamdulillah يعني when I raised in Sharjah يعني I know most of Sharjah people and
Very
that's really
Yeah,
nice.
because your gallery says 50 golden years, obviously celebrating the wonderful the leadership that we've seen in the country. So now, another question I've got to ask you is our very own Rania likes architecture in Sharjah. She's a big fan of House of Wisdom.
Yeah, it's
To
really
take,
nice.
to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to suggest other landmarks for her to take as a backdrop, where would it be?
Yeah. I recommend everyone to go to the Central Souk.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Central Souk, we have the Bank Street. There are some
Yeah.
drawings. Heart of Sharjah is really nice. You can go there. House of Wisdom, she went there.
What about any hidden gems that nobody has ever heard of or seen before? Or maybe, I mean, not a lot of people talk about it or have seen it. Do you have any like hidden gems here in Sharjah? Hidden destinations?
Yeah, we have the Ghost Village. I don't know if you
Yeah,
heard
Al
about
Madam.
it. In the
Oh, Al
middle, yeah,
Madam.
yeah. We have it's really nice يعني in Al Madam. I usually يعني when I share my photos in my social media, I try my best to show يعني some of the hidden gems, some of the places in Sharjah, and I always put the locations. I want to I want everyone to come in Sharjah.
Promote Sharjah.
Yeah, to promote Sharjah يعني. And I try to do not a normal architectural photography. I try to put an artistic touch on my photos يعني. Not like just take a photo of this building and go finish. No, I try to put some artistic touch. If you saw my social media, you can find out. يعني,
I did, yeah, your Instagram.
Yeah, you can find. يعني I try to do it in a different way.
And can you tell, first of all, it's amazing that we're seeing Sharjah from your perspective, having been born and raised here in the Emirates as well. Can you tell us about how people have been responding to your exhibition at the exposure?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, before exposure, few days, I was scared how will the people, because
bet, yeah.
because it's about Sharjah, it's about Sharjah's name. Yani my gallery is about Sharjah 50 golden years. So if there is any mistake, everyone will say yani will recognize it, especially if it's in Sharjah and the exposure is in Sharjah.
Yes.
But alhamdulillah, from day one, everyone liked the gallery. Everyone was happy. Even some of the photographers, who work in exposure, they told me there are people that come to exposure. Where is Majid's gallery? Where is the Sharjah 50 golden years? So I'm really happy with the response that everyone had.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with what I did. This project took me 1 year and maybe 8 months to just. I was photo hunting the old images. Yeah. So because back in the 60s and 70s, we didn't have a lot of photographers to take photos.
Yeah.
The Sharjah was really small city, so it's really hard to get the old images and to get the copyright.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really hard. I had a lot of old images, but I didn't have the copyright. I couldn't share them, so it was really hard. But alhamdulillah, when you see the good feedback, you forget all of the hard times.
Are you working on more photographs now? What's for the horizon, for the future? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah. My plan was, if I saw this gallery is doing really well, I'm thinking of doing a book about the same thing, about the same topic, but and with more photos, including more photos. In my gallery, I had 18 old and 18 new images. Maybe in the book, I will have 30 or 35. Okay. And with old places in Sharjah. Because, the galleries are really nice, but after 10 days, most of them will forget it. Or maybe they cannot see. Maybe some visitors want to see the old and new. They don't have. But if they had a book, maybe when they will grow up, they will show their children. It will stay in their library. Anytime they will come back to the images. So that was my plan. Yani.
I'm really interested to find the golden images of. There was a book that was of photographs that Sheikh Saud Al Qasimi.
Yeah, building Sharjah.
Building Sharjah. Yes. I want to find one of those hidden gems. I'm really really concerned. There was a building that in that book there was the Aladdin lamp on top. of the building. Where has that lamp gone? We need to find that.
Yeah, no, that building was demolished. Actually,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was next to Redson Blue Hotel,
yes.
the Triangle Hotel. Yeah, yani, I want to thank actually Sheikh Sultan Saud Al Qasimi, because when I started my searching the old images, he really helped me with some of the old photographers. Yani, he really helped me yani, to get the old images. Yani. Even I asked him, I thought his idea, the building, because I contacted him before he announced before he published the book. So I was scared that my idea and his idea is the same, but he told me no, go for it, and he told me I want to see the book, yani, not only a gallery. So alhamdulillah, yani.
That's very good.
So today is the last day of Exposure, Photography Festival. So what is your message to the public for people who didn't get a chance to go, and you want them to go and visit this amazing festival?
Yeah, they have to go, because they will be really sad if they miss this opportunity, because now most of the top photographers worldwide, they are here in Sharjah. You can see them, you can talk to them, you can show them your work, they can help you, they can tell you their reviews on your work, how you can improve your photos. And if you miss this, you will
regret it.
Yeah. But inshallah next year, yani, Exposure now, it's every year, it's a yearly event. Yani, we are really glad to have like such as events. Yani. We want to thank yani, Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi for this amazing event, and for the Exposure team. Yani.
Wow, Majid, well, we wish you all the very best in the final day of Exposure. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time. And if people want to catch this discussion, they can do so on SoundCloud and Apple Podcast as well. You are listening to The Morning Majlis, and we shall be signing off. We'll be back again tomorrow morning bright and early from 7 in the morning until 10. So stay tuned to Pulse 95. Got lots of musical entertainment to look forward to as well.
If you liked this episode of The Morning Majlis, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.
Pulse.